In this video, I'm going to show you how I was able to make my first dollar of passive income from my fishing charter business just last week. So real quick, let me just show you some proof here. This is the email that I got, and I scribbled out the captain's name, but basically I had a referral guide on my website, and one of my clients went on and booked this referral guide, and I get a 10% commission from it. So my take was $47.25. And yeah, that's not a lot by any means, but I feel like this is a pretty cool opportunity. That's kind of why I wanted to make this video, so that maybe you can leverage this and do something similar in your own business. But what I did basically was, during the winter and stuff, I can't run trips, and even during like my peak season, there's, times I go on vacation, times where I already have another trip booked, or there's times where I'm missing out on potential revenue. So what I did is found a few captains who could run trips that I can't run, and put them on my website. And basically, it's an agreement that if someone books them through my website, that I get a 10% commission off of it. So if I ran the trip myself, obviously I'd get the full amount or whatever. But 10% is better than 0% if you can't take the person out anyways. But what was really cool about this one in particular was the person who booked this trip. I've actually never taken them fishing before. And they never even called me. They literally just went on my website, booked this trip, and I got an email saying that $47 was getting sent to my bank account for a referral guide. So I was like, wow, that's interesting, because literally didn't even have to answer the phone for it. And I don't have to fulfill on the trip at all. So it was like, that was pretty passive. Now, I know that there is some controversy around like the term passive, because it's never really passive. I've had to put so much work into, building up my local brand and all the advertising costs and stuff to make people aware of my brand, to even drive the traffic to the website in the first place. So I don't really believe in truly passive income anyways. It just was pretty cool that I got my first taste of this. And I actually plan on leaning into this as an additional revenue stream a lot more, like over the next year or two and beyond and into the future, because there's really no reason not to do it. The only potential thing that I could see is like, okay, if somebody books a referral guide and goes with them, then they're not probably going to keep rebooking that referral guide through your website. They'll probably just book directly with them. But like, who cares really? I mean, like, I have my core group of people that just reach out to me directly. And then if I get someone brand new that jumps on my website and books with a referral guide, like, that's fine. Like, because I want the referral guides to do good too, because we help each other out and it just works out. So yeah, anyways, I just thought that was some exciting news. I kind of wanted to share that because I think that that's a really, really cool opportunity for a lot of you guides out there to find a couple people that you know, like, and trust in your area who can run trips for you when you can't, or who can run trips that you never could. So maybe, like, for example, I get a lot of calls for people who want to sturgeon fish. Well, I don't sturgeon fish. I've never sturgeon fished. So usually I just turn them down. Like, hey, sorry, I don't do that. But now I'm working with a guy who does sturgeon fish. So it's like, oh, perfect. Just, go onto my website, book the trip that way. So it's an additional revenue stream for you, basically serving more of your customers. At the end of the day, that's what's happening. It's nice because it's relatively hands-off and you don't have to do anything to earn it. Well, okay, I don't like to say that you don't have to do anything to earn it, because you had to build your business in the first place. But we're not going to go down that path. You know what I mean? So yeah, but at the end of the day, it's just maximizing the amount of phone calls you get. Because let's say you get 100 phone calls and you're able to fulfill 40 of them for whatever reason. Well, the other 60 probably would have bought something. It's just You might not have offered what they wanted. They might not have liked that you could only have 3 people on the boat. They wanted to bring 5 people, so maybe one of your referral guides or affiliates could do that for them. Maybe you were out of town when you got the phone call and couldn't take them out. There's so many reasons that you potentially could have not ran the trip, that by having a few referral guides basically just lets you make more money per phone call.